Hello everyone, welcome along to the Season 2 preview for the XScessively Elfly League. It's back. You're damn right it's back. And I've got the man himself alongside me, / at the other end of the planet. You know, close enough. XS is here.
Good evening, Mr. Harringzord. How do you find yourself tonight?
I'm alright, I'm not too bad at all. Had a couple of good results today in Clan and in G-Man, so feeling good about all things Blood Bowl and looking forward to looking over these teams as well. So we'll probably just crack straight on with it. Of course, the winner from last season was the man himself, Squiggy. He will be back to defend the crown this time around. We'll take a look at his team shortly because he's bringing some new toys to the party, if you like. But there's...
Oh, yeah, well... Sorry, after you. I mean, well, he's left his prof, hasn't he? I mean, he rocked the Dark Elves last season, I believe.
He did, yeah. He won it with Dark Elves. He's bringing pros this time. And what's the total list? Is it 34 teams this time?
The 34 teams round. There's 33 currently available. The 34th will cover last, as it's currently a bit of delay on his part, but that's fine. So we've got 2 more than last season, which is, makes me very happy. It means we're getting more coaches involved in the madness.
Everything's expanding, right? And we'll start with a team that's come back from last season, or certainly in terms of theme. So Stacey's mom, Zetta's team, who did actually finish right up towards the top. They were certainly in and amongst the top 8 teams, I would say. And this is them. So we've got Stacey's mom, the Witch Elf, with Blodgestep and Juggernaut. A bit of a jack-of-all-trades runner here with Leader, Sure Hands, and Kick. A couple of Mighty Blow blitzers in Depressed Devlin and Lonely Lyle. They're also Tackle Blodge for good measure. Heartbroken Harry is Guard, Leap, and Dodge.
Disgusting.
That's a wonderful player for helping out in cage, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Sadden the Sammy is Blodge, Diving, Tackle. And then we've got 5 linemen for the LOS fodder. 2 rerolls, 1 apothecary, and a fan factor to boot as well. Brings that to 1,500. What do you make of that one?
Yep. I love it, man. I always love seeing Witch Elf. We're seeing more and more Juggernaut and REBBL, so seeing plenty in the Elf League makes me very happy. Plus, goes along nicely with his little beer stand he's picked up, so it's quite nice. Heartbroken Harry, it's a war dancer with Guard. What's not to love?
It's an interesting one, isn't it? You're right. It is a war dancer with Guard, that. And of course, we've got the Blodgestep, which is a surfing threat, and Juggernaut helps out with that. The 4 doubles coming from Juggernaut, 2 Mighty Blows and a Guard. No stats on the team.
No stats. Yeah, he's gone for more doubles, which is good. It's definitely the if you want to say the quote try hard kind of build, which is it's makes it part of the league. Is what you like to see. Very efficient. It's got plenty of tackle to shut down all the Guard, and it's got kick as well. Probably one of the coveted skills for elves, being that beautiful kick to control the pitch. 2 rerolls, man. Could that hurt him? I mean, he's got the leader, I guess, the pseudo 3. Third one.
I mean, he's got skills. He's got 5 dodge players. So if he needs to dodge, he's got that. But yeah, I mean, 2 rerolls is borderline. It's fine if you get sort of 4 turns in without needing one. If you burn one on your first turn, suddenly you're on a lot of pressure.
Yeah. I did double check. He actually was he actually was the runner-up last season.
Runner-up?
1 point behind Squiggy. Yeah, he came second place to Squiggy.
Well, there you go. I don't know what the team build was like and whether this is the same. He might have made a few modifications, but it's looking good. Stadium-wise, we have a level 4 Stacey's House Stadium with a beer stand.
Yeah, why not? Get that level 4 stadium, make sure you give you all the frame drops to start your game. It looks cool, though. But yeah, that beer stand, man. Best way to do it if you got a Juggernaut for our frenzy piece. Why not?
Absolutely right. Also coming back, I believe this is a returning team as well. The Super Shot Shooters. In their bright red and orange kit here. Velociraptors team. We've got 2 Pro Elf Blitzers. Deadeye Derek and Sharpshooter Steve. That is a Pom Jump Up Blitzer.
And I will say Deadeye Derek, man, he is currently the returning leader of the Honor Dwarf Ward. He dished out 14 casualties and 3 deaths last season in 6 games, which is a fair effort.
Well, Pom will do that. Doesn't have tackle because we've gone for jump up instead.
Doesn't need it, really. Jump up it means you can't even mark it up.
Yeah.
Because you just jump up on a 2+.
And then we've got a blodge, step, dive and tackle blitzer and sharpshooter Steve. That thing will be a right pain.
Oh god, perfect utility piece with coverage. It's just gonna be a nightmare to get rid of. Like, there's gonna be because you're not gonna see a lot of doubles what used on grab, aren't you? Because there's some of the stuff you want to go for. So many stats, obviously pylon comes at premium, guard comes at premium, AG5 or movement comes at a premium, and there's only so many points you can take.
Indeed, yeah, we've got a plus movement on Sky High, Hank. So the plus movement is 1 point in the first instance, isn't it?
Yep.
So am I right in thinking there's only 3 points
correct.
taken on this team?
Yep. But he's gone the mass wrestle bench, which makes sense. Wrestle's such a great skill. The lazy man's tackle.
Yeah, and Pro Elves not averse to fouling either.
Oh no, he's got a deep bench for it. Plus, you spy the Hail Mary pass on that throw.
Yeah, we've got the Hail Mary pass and accurate and sure hands on Super Shot Sal, which is easy for me to say. And 1 dive and catch blodge.
Yeah.
Just in case the magic happens. Good looking
team.
team.
Teams last season that ran that, who were running the Hail Mary pass, diving catch combinations, did great to some success. I think you were one of those yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I've used it less than I might have liked, but, it's always an option that's there. Astro Granite playing surface for this team as well.
Well, might as well, if you're a quick team, might as well force GFIs out of the opponents to mark you. I mean, there's line out quick, but there's the catches you want to keep the furthest away from.
Indeed. All right, so we've got known elf coach Luke 4444 next on the list, and he is bringing the Death Wings Renegades. It's another Dark Elf team. First thing I'm spotting is a multi-block assassin.
Yeah, the first of, I presume, be several assassins in this league. They're not common in Rebel, but Elf League, they're more than welcome here. And you can give them that coveted multi-block, and they won't die, so you don't feel too bad about them. Triple guard.
Yeah, lots of guard. We've got Black Panther there, who's like a war dancer, but his stats are the wrong way around. Armor 8, movement 7.
Yep, tanky dancer.
And then we've got Black Knight and Black Lord. We've got a guard and a tackle there with the blodge. Of course, then Jack the Ripper's the assassin with multi-block. A couple of guard linemen, which are always useful for elves. A Rodge lineman as well. And then we've got a blodge witch and a wrestle tackle witch.
Yeah, rocking the rackle. So look, a quick question. It's always a debate how you build a witch elf. How would you build one personally? I know if you go wrestle for the jump up synergy, or they take for the sacking, or take blocks in.
Well, I mean, the only witch elf I've built has been in Cripple Cup, and that got strength 4, so it just got blodge step.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
And then it got strength busted.
Oh, naturally, as all good strength pieces do in Cripple Cup.
Yeah. So that's Luke's team. He has gone for a referee rest area, so bringing the bribes with these Dark Elves.
How many players does he have? He's got just 11 as well, so yeah, I love it, man.
Interesting.
What's the assassin? Have you seen the assassin foul animation?
I assume it's just a spinning kick, but I don't know if I've officially seen it.
Oh, I would love it to be like just a big stab. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Right, next it's another Dark Elf team, so we're 3-1 to Dark Elves at the moment. It's Korn's Bloodlusters. So this suggests it might be violent. Hordemaster bringing this lot to... Oh, wow.
Yeah. So look at that, and yes, please. This is Annie Davos quickly approved. I'm certain about all that frenzy.
So the headline news is we've got frenzy on every piece, and then we got mighty blow on all the blitzers.
Yep.
So lots to think about when we're making blocks with this team, but just do me a favour and just don't go near the sideline.
No, well, two things. Number one, what if one guess on what do you think the club, the stadium is?
I assume it's a beer stand.
You assume correctly, and if there is not an LOS from this team, I would be really disappointed.
That's what we want to see. Let's get someone straight into the stands.
Yeah, you can probably do it with 2 of that much frenzy. That's ridiculous. That's gonna be so much fun.
I'm looking forward to seeing how that team does.
I don't want to base that team, so my team's going to end up on the bloody sideline. I think Bloodstep will be the bane of that team, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, when Yeah, sidestep will be a nightmare for Hordemaster when you just get led and merry dance into horrible places. But we'll see how it does. 4 Mighty Blow means they certainly pack a punch, but of course Mighty Blow Frenzy means they might get punched just as often themselves.
Well, if they find the punches, if they find the powers, it is going to knock, it is going to cripple a lot of teams. I mean, that's a lot of removal power if they can find the knockdowns.
More Elven Union now. So Gerber is bringing We Are Pro Elves. And something tells me they might not be Pro Elves as you would normally see them.
Oh, Pro Elves are right.
No, they are Pro Elves.
They're Pro Elves are right.
Yeah, okay.
No rerolls. Look at that. No rerolls, but everyone's got a Pro. Yeah. Now look, I had this idea. I had a similar idea in mind when I was making this league. I was thinking, I hope someone does this because I'm not brave enough to do it, but I really would love to see someone try it. And season 2, we got it, man. So I'm ecstatic.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because obviously there's no rerolls on. There's no team rerolls, but every player has a 50% chance to reroll his own mistake.
So you're saying you could like reroll 11 blocks, or you can 11 actions in one turn.
Something like that, yeah. We've got a Strength 4 Blitzer with Tackle and Pro. We've got a Mighty Blow Tackle Pro Blitzer as well, professional damage. The Surfer has Frenzy and plus movement and Pro.
Excellent.
Wrestle Tackle and Pro. Wrestle Strip Ball and Pro. And then a Kick Pro, and then a Pro rounds out the team.
Professional David Bowie is a great lineman. I'm sure he get targeted first.
Yeah, there he is. I'm looking forward to seeing how that does as well. That's Gerber being a little silly. The stadium is called Pro, and Elf Turf means it's -1 on armor rolls when a player fails a GFI.
I wonder if he gets a kickoff or a reroll from the kickoff, will he use it and just forego it instead of just go using Pro to like.
We'll see. I think each coach plays that differently.
Yeah.
We'll see how Gerber wants to do it. Right, something different. $25 is $25. Wood Elves. So Cunning Fox Pup is bringing along a woody team. We've got a rookie tree called Solid Leaf, and then a Palm Ward Answer and a plus Strength Ward Answer with Frenzy Tackle. Ow.
Mm-hmm. Those are 2 beefy Ward Answers. First team of Pass Block. I would like to.
Yeah, that's very interesting. We have 2 rookie throwers. And then we have 4 essentially rookie dive and tackle players. And then 2 pass block leap combo players.
That's a weird build. I'm interested in what he's into. He's got no catches either. Can
you use leap in conjunction with the pass block skill?
I really hope so. I don't think you can, but I mean.
Because presumably you want to use pass block to make an interception, right? So is the leap just to make him better at interceptions in some weird way?
+1. No, that'd be all. I presume he's just trying to get in position for it, I guess. But
yeah, so we've got 12 players. Obviously, one of them's a tree, so he's prone to forgetting what he's doing. And Astro Granite as well for Cunning Fox.
I would like to state this is the first tree you've actually seen in the Elf League. I don't think there was a tree last season. I could be wrong, but
it's also worth pointing out there's no catchers on this team.
Yeah, no, that's scary.
It's a team that's very much set up for solid defensive work, but when they've got the ball, I don't really know what their game is. They don't really have any sure hands or any dodge or.
I suspect it's just give it to the Strength 4 and let him be. Yeah, really.
That seems fair.
You got enough dive attack to zone off, and unless you want to go triple.
Well, you always can't you?
Yeah,
right.
Good luck, I love him.
More Pro Elves. The Pro Elves have got a 3rd team. Snakes on a play. D Sharp is bringing along this gold-clad bunch. And it looks like it's a Samuel L. Jackson themed team. Which is always good.
That's great.
So we've got 3 dodge catchers, one of whom is RG5. And then we've got a wrestle tackle strip catcher as well. John Shaft is Mighty Blow Tackle Dodge and a Blitzer. And Coach Carter is Blodge Step Guard, which is very nice.
Ugh, lots of so gross.
Finally, an accurate thrower and then 5 rookie linemen.
Yeah, those mass catches means mass chaos. So, I mean, look, that sacker is fantastic. The Edgy 5 is just, beautiful. Those blitzes are just filth. Like, blood sip on one, and the other one's just a blood killer, which is just, like, gross. It's got enough fodder to do it. No enhancement. I mean, I guess he hasn't taken the note. You can take an enhancement yet?
Yeah, no enhancement. Obviously, hasn't leveled up the stadium. So, but we do have an Apo for this team, which is interesting.
Yep. Who takes Apparates in this team? First goal.
Probably the Mighty Blow Blitzer.
Yeah.
Or maybe the Wrestle Tackle Strip. He's quite useful.
I think he'll feel an important role. I mean, other than him, you probably bank on the Edgy 5 to do something.
Indeed, right. Elven Union again. Dreamify is bringing along straight shooting.
I believe that's a returning team, if I'm not mistaken.
Could well be. 4 catches again. All of them are blodge. 2 of them are tackle. And, oh, look, I'm on this team. So that's fun. Yeah. We've got 2 Agi 5. We've got an Agi 5 thrower and an Agi 5 blitzer, but he's only gone for 1 blitzer. But it is Agi 5 leap and strip ball. Venachar with being the Agi 5 thrower, of course, means he can pretty much bomb that around on a 2+ regardless. He's got accurate as well. And also 4 team rerolls. Dreamify, we know, likes to stack the team rerolls.
He's that's safe throwing him too, isn't it? Yeah. So he's counter the pass lock manner.
Yeah. So of course cheap rerolls for Elven Union. So if you're going to do it with any team, stack them with pro elves.
Yeah, cheap bodies as well.
Yeah. There's nothing too exciting there other than the Agi 5 throw with safe throw.
Oh no, the leaper with strip ball is pretty awesome. No dodge though, so he'll be a big target when he goes around.
Indeed. No Apo either. Alright, so that's Dreamify's lot. High Elves, our first High Elf team now, are Blue Wings. Okay, so Dr. Hep is entering this lot with names I cannot pronounce.
God, good luck with that.
Our blitzers are both identical. It's Mighty Blow, Tackle, Jump Up. Jump Up's interesting because there's no piling on.
Yep.
But of course, if they're knocked over, they can just get straight back up again. We've got a thrower with accurate, sure hands, and leader. We've then got 2 blodge catchers and 2 linemen with blodge guard, and a dirty player.
Hey, dirty player in there, and we got our first bribe stadium in there too.
Dirty player. The bribe stadium does make sense. Dirty player on a high elf team. That is an expensive dirty player at 90k.
I'm sure he's got one job at point to try and take down the opposition like style player.
Yeah.
I think that's the only trade you'll probably maybe consider. I mean, Blood's Guard is great. Those catches are okay. The throw is quite nice because sure hands just helps a bit to save. He's got limited rerolls plus no Apo. He's just got to watch those blitzes because no dodge makes him very, very, very like targetable. I mean, we'll see how he goes. And plus, if he's giving him a bribe as well, you're going to suspect they're going to get the boots sunk into him as well.
Yep, so it's a referee rest area in the Wind Stadium there, level 4. So that's the first High Elf team we've seen. On to another Dark Elf team, Artemis Black. Your face is a tryhard.
Great name.
And wow, okay, so let's start with the Witch Elves. Mighty Blow, Tackle, Block, and Blodge Step. An Assassin with multi-block and Leap.
Yes, well that's how you sack the ball, right? Leap and stab. You don't get negative assist for a stab, do you?
No, you don't need assist for a stab. You can leap anywhere you like and stab something if you're going to blitz. So,
excellent.
We do have 2 more Mighty Blow on these blitzers. So that's the 4 doubles there. And then 2 blitzers with Blodge, Dive, and Tackle. A runner with leader and a dirty player.
1 reroll, 2 with the leader, and no Apo, so... But he's got a bench.
Yeah, 1 reroll is quite low, to be fair, because there's not that much dodge on the team.
Especially with the leaping play, is how you play your defense. Plus, he's got the bribe area as well for the dirty player. It's quite nice. This is a high risk, high reward team. It'd be fantastic if he can pull it off. But I mean, he's got 4 AV7 pieces of no Apo, and then they're all player useful for role, it could go bad really quickly. It could pay off really well for him.
We'll soon see. That's your face as a tryhard. Right. Dark Elves again. We've got Dark Elves galore. Assassins in Training 2. This is Wedge.
The remake, remake of the team. These first season, a bit of a mixed bag, but it will. It was always. I played it. I had the pleasure of playing him. Stabbed the hell out of me.
Yeah, so every player is at least level 2 on this lot. We've got Wrestle Dirty Player, Wrestle Tackle, 3 Wrestle Leaps, a Wrestle Kick, and then 2 Runners, which is interesting. We've got the block Nerves of Steel, and then block Movement and Leader. And then 2 Assassins, one of whom is Agi5 and Leap, the other of whom is Multi-Block, Sidestep, and Dodge. That's an interesting build, actually.
He is the only dodge piece. Is that last assassin on this team?
I can understand what he's trying to do there. Obviously, if you hit him and don't knock him over, he can just move next to 2 of your guys with sidestep and stab them both.
Yeah.
The theory is solid.
Plus, the Agi5 leap is just the sacking one, he's the second one with the leap stab play, isn't he?
Mm. It's going
around.
It is quite a slow Dark Elf team. We've got no Witch Elves, no Blitzers.
No, I mean, the runner with movement at 9 makes it up with 8 moves out to it. Plus, never steal one, I presume, pick the ball up. But he's got 3 rerolls. He's got, but all these like 2+ actions have nothing built in, which is very scary for an elf team. Plenty of wrestle, a lot of wrestle actually.
Loads of wrestle.
Plus, Ghoul 4 to 6 are all potential leaping sacking players.
Has the Apo and a referee rest area for that bribe.
Third in a row. All the bribe heavy sayings coming out now, which is great. What we love to see.
Okay, Dare Cannon is bringing along Terry's crew. Dark Elves again. So we've got a bunch of Terrys here.
Guess the theme.
None of whom are Terry Tennant, and that makes me very sad. But we've got a Juggernaut Tackle Strip Ball Witch and a Mighty Blow Piling On Tackle Witch. Watch out for that one. All the blitzers have jump up.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got guard on Terry Crews. A couple of them are blodge as well. And then we've got the runner Terry Fox with sure hands and pass and leader.
Yep, I like the runner. Says rerolls. I love the Witch Elves, both really nice. The jump up is going to be really interesting to see because, I mean, you take a really interesting kind of slow Dark Elf team and now jump up makes them much more mobile. If they get knocked down, they're still moving 7.
You wouldn't class this as a silly team, but you'd certainly class it as a theory team. He's trying something.
It's like Holes from last season, right? That his team, it looked kind of fun on silly on paper, but it potentially could be really, really, really awesome. And obviously, Holes pulled it off last season. He had a pretty, I think, top 5 placing, if I'm not mistaken, last season.
That's pretty good going.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be really interesting to see how it pans out. All that jump up is potentially, I mean, if you mark, that's potentially 6 extra blocks if they're all marked up, right, for a turn.
We've got a Squig Sandwich Kiosk, so no rocks and no get the refs.
Yeah, fair enough. Doesn't want any bribes. Makes sense of all that jump up. Doesn't want these to go down and stay down.
Right, defending champion time. Prelfish Presley. I like it.
Yeah, great naming. Had a good laugh looking at all these names. They're all done.
Squiggy, bringing along Pro Elves, Elven Union, whatever you prefer. His blitzers are Blodge, Step, Guard, Dive and Tackle, and Mighty Blow, Frenzy Tackle. We've then got 3 catchers, one of whom is Juggernaut, Wrestle, and Strip. Juggernaut and Wrestle is an interesting combo.
Well, because it goes so well with Strip Ball, because Juggernaut takes them both down. Well, I mean, if he has because I think if he has Dodge right, Juggernaut, it's still a push, right? And if they have actually, I think Wrestle's more for his defense, I guess.
Very possibly. We've got a Blodge Stepper as well.
So it also takes out any stand firm or fend or anything like that as well as a double up.
Well, obviously you can choose to treat a both down as a push, but of course when you've got Wrestle, you might not want to do that. So it gives him options, I suppose.
Yeah, that's true.
I suppose the wrestle's there in case he comes up against a sure hands player.
Yep, that's exactly it, probably.
And then we've got another mighty blow on In the Ghetto.
Yep.
With block and tackle as well. Angel has leader, and then we've got a dirty player and a kicker.
Excellent. It's got all the tools you need. Again, another team that's very dodge light.
Indeed, dodge light, but bribe heavy. We've got the referee rest area. By far and away the most popular stadium enhancement so far.
I think, see, a lot of teams are banking that if a money player doesn't fire because of the bloods, they're going to try and just, kick you while you're down. That'll surf you. It seems to be the two most popular ways of players.
Of course, coached by Squiggy, we know they're going to do well.
No. Do you reckon can he retain his title for next season? Can he go back to back, man? It's a big question.
We'll soon see. Wu Gambino. The Houdinis. Wood Elves. We've got another tree.
Hey.
And it's a bunch of owl puns, I should say. And it's a little bit of a silly team. Look at this. We've got a guard tree. We've got a mighty blow tackle shadowing war dancer.
Shadowing. Yes, please.
We've got a leader pass block strip ball war dancer.
That's a war dancer and a half. Wow.
Another pass block with nerves of steel and wrestle on the catcher. Alfred Hitchcock. And then Muhammad Ali is a thrower with safe throw and dump off and wrestle.
Yeah. That's a interesting piece.
That's a thing. We then got guard on Alf. We've then got block on Albus Dumbledore. Duke Owlington has wrestle and Albert Einstein has kick.
So I think the idea behind Muhammad Ali, right, is if you attack him, right, if you try and sack the ball, he dumps off to you and he brings you down with wrestle if he gets sacked.
Something like that, yeah.
Like 11 players, he doesn't have a bench. I mean, the tree is nice. A lot of pass block. Like originally, I had to double take when I was counting them because I'm not used to seeing trees with guard. I'm like, okay, guard. Like, okay, that's Because he's got the four doubles. He's got guard on the lineman, no steel catcher, leader, and mighty blow on the war dancers. So I had to double take. But...
Yeah. 2 rerolls, 1 Apo, 1 fan factor, and we haven't taken an enhancement yet.
No, not yet. He might not too, so he might think that he's good enough to play it as it is. I'm gonna be really intrigued to see how this goes because this could be a really good team. Like that throw build is gonna be really interesting to me.
Next up is Cornite with Goths, which appears to have black text.
Yeah, I now know how he does it though, which is good. It's all the starting up.
So we've got Siu, who is a Pom Witch Elf. We've then got 2 guard on the Blitzers, who are also Blodgestep, and 2 Blodgestep dive and tackle. We've got a runner with leader, wrestle, and tackle, and then a block, tackle, lineman there, and 4 rookies. 2 rerolls on the Goths team, and we've gone for the cheerleader and coach assistant. First coach to do that we've seen so far.
Yep. No Apo, no enhancement either.
He's got the level 4 stadium, but no enhancement, which is interesting.
Yeah. Yes, he's gone for the very much. This is the tryhard Dark Elf build, very efficient with those 4 really style blitzers that Witch Elf has frenzy for the green for the extra follow block, so rerolls. It's going to be really hard to beat this team because those that core is so strong.
What we should say, of course, I totally forgot to do this at the start, but if you're new to the Excessively Elfly Open, it is a 6-week Swiss tournament. Where all of the 34 teams just go into one pot. 1,500 TV builds. You're allowed 4 double or 4 points essentially for a build. Any double is 1 point. Movement. The first instance of movement is 1 point, and the second instance is another 2 points. Any plus strength or plus agi is 2 points each.
Correct. The movement with the movement right. It's movement is 1 point each. If the second point were to go on the same player, that would be third. That'd be 2 points. So you can say you can get 4 movement points on 4 different players if you like. That'd be 4 points. Or you can go say movement 9 one piece and movement 8 another one. That would be that'd be all your points spent. But the biggest thing is 6 rounds rest tournament and top place within 6 weeks gets the top prize at $25 US. So something to play for. It's all in good fun. I mean, at the end of the day, there's plenty of different ways to play it. There's no wrong way to play Blood Bowl, and this is just a way to just throw something against the wall, see if it sticks, and have a good time doing it.
And let's just pretend that we talked about that at the start when it would have made sense, eh?
Yeah.
Right, Tommy Wiseau is bringing High Elves. And it's the second High Elf team we've seen. And this one is looking like it's a fairly serious build, I would say. We've got two guard blitzers in Horthian Wertaniel and the other one.
Yeah, strip all that too. Kick off return like catcher. That's strikes me a tad odd, especially because he's got 2 throwers.
Does indeed, yeah. Now strength is a double on High Elf blitzers. Just had to double check that. So yeah, that guard's double, and then the lineman with Mighty Blow down here's a double, and we've got a third guard player there. The catcher with dive and catch, and one with wrestle and a rookie, and we've also got the kickoff return blodger too. Then we've got 2 throwers, one with leader, one with kick, and then a couple of rookie linemen as well. 1 reroll, but obviously we've got leader to make it 2, and an Apo.
Well, diving catch right adds it's kind of like a pseudo nerves of steel if the pass is accurate, you know. Gives it 1+, so it's not too bad. Other than that, I mean, its full catches are good for speed, plenty of guard, good killer there too. It's just, you know, is one reroll really 2 rerolls enough? Because he's only got, I mean, he's got 3 full block, 1 wrestle. That's one and 2 rerolls to play around with. So any bad like dice could really hurt him pretty early on. I mean, that's the case of any team, but what do you want to? It's like it's. I mean, this team has a lot of scoring potential. He can run up the score quite quickly with those moving 8 catches, which is what you like to see in Elf League. Obviously, don't stall in Elf League. It's no one stalls in that. I'm sure Harringzord will tell you why. Yeah,
never stalled in Elf League.
No,
that's just the golden rule. Right, so that is elves or elves. Tall Drink of Soda is Rogue Shenanigans team. We've got some more Dark Elves coming, and they have a soft drink flavoured team. We've got 4 blitzers. We've got Coca-Cola, who is Blodge Step Guard. We've got a Blodge Tackle, Diving Tackle. And then a Mighty Blow Tackle Dodge, and a Tackle Mighty Blow Piling On. In Iron Brew. Of course, the Scottish one's a violent one. Dandelion and Burdock is Wrestle Sidestep Strip. And then Relentless here is Kick, Sure Hands, and Leader. Again, just taking a sort of mixed pot of skills I might need on various players.
Yep.
2 heroes, 1 Apo, fan factor.
So you see almost a lot of these Dark Elves built the same way. That they're all taking Leader, Sure Hands, and either kick or dodge or some, because it's just that utility carrier. I mean, this team is again another really good team to look at on paper. Which elves are good? They're a hell of a surfing and sacking for Wrestle Strip Ball and Frenzy. Some really good killers. Bloodstep with guard is just awful to play against. Diving Tackle is quite nice. Plenty of tackle. He's got the bodies as well. It's an Apo to do it. I mean, if you're looking to build, if you're new to Elf League and you're looking to play like a serious team, this would be a good example to look at. It covers most of the bases off pretty well, and you still got enough rerolls to play around with.
Yep, it's certainly like a straight out of the instruction book. This is how you build an Excessively Elfly League 1500 TV team,
and generally win against a lot of teams. Like you could take this like a team like this against a lot of teams in REBBL or CCL, and you could probably have a good time with this team.
Yeah.
It's just so really well constructed.
We've got a security gate, so no riots or pitch invasions here at the vending machine.
That's fun.
So we'll see how Rogue Shenanigan does. Next is me.
Hey!
So it's you two.
Great naming thing, by the way.
Yeah, well, we've had... last season we did the AC/DC themed Highway to Health, so we're just moving on to a different sort of 80s, 90s band, if you like.
Yep.
So we're going for U2. Now, my gimmick, of course, is that I've never played Wood Elves in my life.
Oh, really? Well, look, I'm probably up there with you, man, but I wasn't brave enough to pick Wood Elves. But from what I see, it looks like you're building the right way. Plenty of speed, plenty of dodge, and those disgusting.
For the first time ever, I've just done away with Mighty Blow in all forms. We've gone for 1 Agi5 strip sidestep, more answer. And I've gone for a strength 4 tackle frenzy one as well.
Oh god, that's gonna be a monster.
Then we've got a sure hands and safe thrower. So we're going for the safe throw too. And then 4 catchers. Vertigo, with or without you, stuck in a mokement and ala ovation. So 2 of them have just got sure feet. And then 2 of them are block, dive and tackle. We've got a kicker, we've got 2 dodge linemen, and a wrestler, and then just 1 lineman on his own. I did away with the tree for this. Because,
that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I took the approach that most people last season did, where you kind of think that the tree is just going to get left behind against elves.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's got 120 or 40k of this TV that's just going to be stuck on the LOS. I mean, especially if you're scoring, 2, 1, maybe 1 turn, 2 turns, 4 turns at the most, really, it's just not going to help you too much, especially because you're not going to waste a double to get him tap, block, and tackle right. And there's going to be plenty of dodge on the opposite team, in theory at least.
Yeah, just the 1 reroll, and I think the first time ever that I'm going to play a team that doesn't have any mighty blow. What am I doing?
I think you're going to do it pretty well, good sir. What's your pick for your stadium enhancement?
I haven't done it yet. But I will. Don't worry, the stadium is named. There's just a U2 joke in there that I'm sure everyone's got. But yeah, I'll pick the enhancement at some point.
I might suggest got a beer stand, man, mate, to put that frenzy piece to work.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, I've never ever played a game with Wood Elves before, so this will either go brilliantly or terribly. What I'd like to say is, if it goes brilliantly and I win this thing playing Wood Elves, then I think you all need to play Khemri next season.
So yeah, what we do, we'll make the Khemri Invitational. Well, and then have a limit on Agi. Just have to take Agi bus and go Agi 1 ball or riot. Well, look, you finished 4th last season, and I'm pretty sure you didn't have much experience with high elves, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I had absolutely no experience with high elves, yeah. So
and there you go, man. And high rate of health took you to 4th spot. Can you do 3 better? You've got a really easy 1 turn with that Agi 4 and all those catches. With the strength 4, I should say.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I'm looking forward to it. We're going to give Wood Elves a go. I'm sure it'll go terribly.
Sure you love it, man. Plenty of dots to play around with it.
Right, we've got an actual Amazon team coming next from Holes.
This made me gag, this team. I just felt sick. I wanted to change the rules a bit. I saw this team, and I wanted to change the rules so this couldn't happen again, but, I mean...
They all have dodge, folks.
Yes.
They all have dodge. We've got essentially your blitzers here. We've got Mighty Blow, Guard, and Blodge. A couple of throwers, one of whom is Sure Hands and Blodge, the other of whom is Leader and Dodge. A couple of linemen with Catch, and then 3 Wrestle Dodges and a Standard Dodge at the bottom.
This team is so bad. It's so gross. It's gonna be so hard to beat because it's just you can't bring it down. But in saying that it is incredibly slow at moving 6.
Yeah, of course, it's a... what type of team is it? It's a Pro Elf team, but it's all linemen except the throwers.
It's just if you give average little team Agi 4, this is what it is.
But of course, it is an actual Amazon team because they're all movement 6 as well.
Yeah, same cell line, just give an extra Agi for good measure in there.
So I do like the idea of the theme. I just don't want to ever have to play against it.
No, I hope that it loses this first game, and I don't. Look, if I draw my first game and he doesn't, and Holes doesn't draw his first game, then that's at least 2 rounds I don't have to play him. Yeah, look, the flip side, he's going to have a hard time scoring. All you have to do is elf screen off, don't you, in this case?
Yeah. He's got no enhancement yet. But we've got an Apo.
What would you pick? What would you take in this one?
I don't know.
Beer sounds like good. Beer sounds like no good because you can't surf really hard. Surf moving 6. No dirty player for a bribe. You can bribe if you want to. I think if you really want to.
You might elf turf it.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Make it GFIs less painful. Because you will need GFIs with this team.
Yes,
that's inevitable.
That is a given. Yeah, there is the actual Amazon team. And we'll move on from that to Tall Hobbits United, which is Donkey Dragon / Andy 90, whichever you prefer. And we are bringing the dirty players. So 2 Blodge, Step, Mighty Blow, Tackle, Blitzers. And then the thrower has Leader and Dodge. And then all of the catchers have Dodge. And then all of the linemen have dirty player. That's it.
Yeah. So if you're positional, you have dodge. If you have anything else, you have dirty player.
Yeah. 2 rerolls, 1 Apo, and a... Well, he's not got a stadium enhancement, but I imagine he might pick the bribe stadium.
Yeah, it's going to call the Viking Cup as well for the stadium. Big shout out to Viking Cup.
So I'm not going to try and pronounce the names because Donkey Dragon's been lazy. And that one, number 10, is just not happening. Right, page 3 of the teams who have accepted their tickets, and it's a returning team, or certainly a returning name. The Haganeth Death Squad from FD, and it's, it's a Death Squad. We've got 2 multi-block assassins. As well as a Mighty Blow Tackle Block Witch and a Wrestle Tackle Leap Witch.
Sweet. Every LOS hit, man. Every LOS hit is going to be really bad because there's at least 4 stabs and at least a Frenzy Mighty Blow hit in there too. It's going to be a really bad time. That said, he has less dodge than his dwarf team does in Big O. I will say that, if he does.
He's got dodge on every single player.
Oh god, it's worse than the Zon team where we saw about. He's got like 12 dwarves, right? 10 of them have dodge and 4 with like strength 4 or more. It's horrible. So I'm just happy he's in Div 2. But yeah, look, this is one of the teams if you don't have any tackle, he's gonna have a really good time against you.
Yeah.
Again, pretty slower, moving 7 is top speed. Like no blitzes.
Yeah, no blitzes.
Sense because he's going for the I want dodge on all my linemen and I want my awesome assassins with bloods.
Yeah, it's built around the assassins, this one, isn't it? So we've got 2 rerolls and an Apo. And he's got the Astro Granite playing surface.
Ooh, he's keen.
Alright, so that's all the teams who have accepted their tickets. We've now got another 20, maybe 12 teams that haven't. And we've also got Viking Cop, who made a really broken team and has to remake it.
Are we going to show that one or are we going to leave it?
I'll have a search for them at the end. Because it's worth sticking around for.
Yeah, no, it's good for a laugh.
Yeah.
I had a good laugh at this. I actually looked at it and I spat out my tea. This
So the Nagaroth Nooblets is D's from the Big O. And here we've got 2 multi-block assassins again.
Yeah.
And then all the blitzers have dive and tackle. One of them have tackle as well. The Witch Elf has pom, tackle, block, and that's an illegal player.
I'll make sure I give him a yell about that.
Yeah, because that's level 5. Level 4 is the maximum.
Yeah. Naughty.
So that one slipped through the net, but that Witch Elf needs redistributing. I imagine you'll just get rid of the tackle, to be honest.
Yeah.
We've got Wrestle Tackle on the other one. And a kicker as well.
Yeah. So goes to show don't check teams at 3 a.m. Miss one of them. Just to make sure, nothing for the purple hat for the stadium upgrade for these, so I'll give yellow them shortly.
That's absolutely fine. Yeah. It's an interesting team, that one. It's a little bit on the silly side. But
I mean, he's got a lot of direct tackle, so I mean, there's potential that he's going to shut down a lot of teams, but nothing really in the ball carrying side of things, right?
No. Right, High Elves again. We've not got many High Elves, but here are the favoured of Ward. Gazgul is bringing along some Helfs. And he is bringing... Well, they're backwards. All the linemen are at the top. We've got guard, wrestle, kick, and tackle on 4 separate ones there. Then we've got 3 rookies. 2 catchers. One of them is wrestle, strip, and leap. The other one is dodge, dive, and catch, and fend. First instance of fend we've seen.
Intriguing.
The blitzer, the first one is blodge, tackle, dive, and tackle. And the second one is just a killing machine. Pom, tackle on that one. And then the thrower, who has that sort of jack of all trades, leader and sure hands, and just does a bit of everything that involves picking up the ball.
Tiberius, man, a mini war answer there. He's just trading wrestle for block.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is a really good war answer.
2 rerolls, an Apo, and a security gate, so there'll be no pitch invasions here.
Right, that's good.
Alright, the Scarlet Marauders are Dark Elves, and it's Grey Wusker entering this lot. And we've got a Strength 4 Witch Elf with block. We've got a Wrestle Strip Witch Elf. 4 Blitzers. 2 of them are Blodge Tackle. 2 of them are Blodge Guard Sidestep. And Captain Hook there is Sure Hands. and the lineman is kick.
Yeah, good team. Again, Bloodstep proving it's looking to be very popular this season, as it should be. Very strong skills. Plenty of tackle, plenty of Witch Elf for strength 4 is being a pain to bring down. Yeah, just pretty basic team. That's good.
And we've got a beer stand, yeah. In the Nag Dome. Right, moving on to the next one. We've got High Elves again. Interception. Pick the bones out of that lot.
Yeah, can you see the theme of this one?
Yeah, it's pass block and dive and catch and all sorts of weird stuff.
Look, they said 2 AG5 catches with pass block and dodge. The other 2 are diving catch and dodge. Blitzers, one's tackle strip, other one's tackle diving tackle. Nice combination. And 2 throwers, 1 Hail Mary with kickoff return. I'm guessing that's his plan B, or when plan A fails. And the other one's just just accurate. And the kicker in there too, no Apo free rerolls. And he's got the Magic Dome, which is the first Magic Dome. The horrible blue tint is in the season.
Oh yeah, Magic Dome, lovely. Just what we want to see.
Yeah, nothing beats you're getting smashed in an Elf League, you're down 5-0, you look up and you just see that. Just a reminder that you're playing on a horrible blue zone. Not a little bitter.
All right, so we've not got many to go. We've now got the best elves. So this is Jeff's team, Jeff7733, who is a Wood Elf coach. And we've got 2 War Dancers, of course. One is Mighty Blow, Tackle, Sidestep. The other is Strip Ball, Tackle, Sidestep. Bloodstep Catcher and a Throw with Accurate, Sure Hand and Leader. 2 Mighty Blow Linemen with Block and Tackle. And then a Lineman with Block Guard.
Yep. And then the third tree with Guard as well, which is also a style choice. What do you think of the Lineman with Mighty Blow Tackle? That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, I mean, it's more Mighty Blow, isn't it, I suppose?
Yeah, it's more killing power, yeah. I mean, obviously, he's War Dancer. He's got one's a killer, one's a sacker. He's only got the 1 catcher, so he's trading scoring power for killing power. But, no Apo means they're going to be targeted. If you can't hit the Witch Elf, you're going to hit one of those Lineman answer, surely. And plus, I mean, you got the tree. I mean, after, say, you lose a couple of those on those rookie Linemen, right? Who goes in on the LOS at that point? Because you put the Guard on the Mighty Blow. It's kind of weird saying you've done much fodder in an Elf League when there's res all the way around. But if there's a game, if you've got about 3 or 4 scores a game, you're going to need fodder eventually. Because you're going to at least need to like a body on the other, especially with no Apo.
Yeah, so that's something like a pretty good Wood Elf team, to be fair. We'll see how they go. We know Jeff's a good Wood Elf coach as well, but he's gone for a bashy approach to things too.
It'll be interesting to see how he goes off that one.
Okay, so we've got another 6-7 to get through. So the Elven Rebel Union are here. Halub is bringing along an Elven Union team. We have a Strength 4 Frenzy Dodge Blitzer and a Dodge Tackle Leap Blitzer. The thrower is Hail Mary Pass, Dump Off and Sure Hands. The other thrower is Leader, who then got a Guard Lineman and a Kick Lineman. And a catcher with Dodge, Dive and Tackle. Another catcher with Dodge, Dive and Catch, sorry, not Dive and Tackle. And then the final one is Tackle and Wrestle.
So this is like one of the first teams actually going multiple diving catch of Hail Mary Pass. So that looks like his offense, because the other one's more of a sacking catcher. Plus he's got the 4 rerolls as well. He's got the 3 in the leader. Beer Stat is his club, so that obviously pairs well with his Blitzer with Strength 4 and Frenzy. Quite nice as well. Yeah, this is good. I mean, it's always like a catch-22 because you're in mercy of the scatter with diving with Hail Mary Pass, aren't you? And it's such a wild scatter occasion. If it comes off, it's fantastic.
Oh, it's the dream play if it comes off, isn't it? It's absolutely brilliant. Look at what I did. How clever am I?
Yeah, just as planned, right? Have you ever pulled off a Hail Mary pass at all? Successfully,
No, I've never managed to catch the thing. No.
No, only time I've seen it work was I think Synergy had it last season, but he had 4 of them, right? 4 diving catch pieces, right? All like in a square, so you cover like a 16, or I should say like a 4x4, really.
You really do have to actively set up for it. It's very difficult to just, if you steal the ball and have a catcher down the field and Hail Mary passes at him, it's very unlikely to land in his hands. But if you set up the 4x4 grid, it is plausible that it could happen.
Well, that's why it's so hard to stop pros, because even if you mark them up, it's just knows a steal, isn't it? It's like, well, that's mine. I mean, what do you do? I mean, short of like blitzing on one, and even then, you're still covering 3/4 of the scatter zone for Hail Mary pass.
We've got a base stand, which is +1 to injury rolls. But that's for the strength 4 blitzer, indeed. All right. In the arms of an angel. 40. Bringing high elves to the party. Mighty blow tackle on his first blitzer and another blodge step guard on the second blitzer. 3 rookies and then 4 catchers, and we're bringing the party right now. Blodge movement 9. Wrestle strip leap. Movement 9 sprint sure feet. So there's your 1-turn threat, and pass block dodge on the 4th one.
Hey.
2 throwers too. An accurate and sure hands one, and a block and leader one.
Makes sense.
So it's equal parts really good, equal parts kind of silly. It'll be interesting to see how this does.
I think it's probably one of the more serious ones we've seen for the pro. I mean, it's got everything you really want. Blood's guard is great. Mighty blow tackle is great. The movement 9 is going to be really hard to deal with, especially if you're one of those slower teams.
Yeah, obviously pass block does make sense in this league a bit more, because it's all elves, people will pass, and people will also forget about pass block quite a lot of the time.
Well, because no one takes it. Like, it's so rare as it is in Blood Bowl as a skill. It's kind of like I was gonna say grab, because you rarely see grab as it is as well. It's one of those skills you don't see very often. And I mean, I'd be curious to see who's gonna be the first person to fall victim to it.
Yeah, we will see. We will see. Paper Dwarfs. So presumably they're all tackle. This is your team.
Yeah. I got lazy with the names, so don't judge me. But so I've obviously got the Dream Surfer in Blood's Jugs Frenzy, the standard killer, Blood's Tackle, Mighty Blow. I've gone a thrower because I want them going for a running game. So I don't want no bloody interceptions. So I've gone the Catcher as a carry with Blood's Sure Hands, 2 Blood's Guard Lineman, 2 Fodder, and then 5 wrestle, 4 tackle, 1 with kick. Because kick's a great skill. You should have some.
Yeah, they're all. I mean, they're not really dwarfs if they've all got wrestle, are they? But we'll let you off.
Nah. They've all way to be dwarfs is to wrestle on the ground, right? Max tackle.
Yes.
They're paper. They forgot how to do it.
To be honest, this is the sort of team that Holes and his Amazon team is going to hate.
Oh yeah, that's the plan. I probably want to do a buddy up for stadium now. It's gonna be a beer stand, so.
Yeah, so that's going to be a base stand for that one in the printing press of the Paper Dwarfs. 2 rerolls and no Apo for that Pro Elf team of yours. The emotional Rainbow Ponies suggests that this is Haruma Major.
God, I hate these naming things.
We've got a Blitzer with Mighty Blow, Tackle, and Dodge. This, by the way, is a Dark Elf team. We've got an Agi 5 Blodge Tackle Blitzer. We've got a Blodge Dive and Tackle Blitzer and a Blodge Guard Blitzer. 1 Witch Elf only. This one is just block, and that's it, really. Nothing else. And then a runner with block, dodge, and accurate. A lineman with wrestle, strip, and dodge. And then we've got 4 block linemen. So skills on everyone. Only 11 players, 2 rerolls, and an Astro Granite playing surface.
Yeah, it's like Norse. It's just like he's bringing Norse to the Elf League, really, isn't he? With that block.
Yeah, it's kind of the way to describe it. Norse-like team, but with lots of armor 8.
And a beautiful Agi 5 in there too.
Yeah, we know Haruma knows how to play elves as well, so should be one to watch. That's an okay team. I'd say that's not too bad a team. Right, so not many left to go now. We've got if
this
2
next team is fantastic.
equals good, 10 equals brilliant.
It's fantastic. I had a really good laugh looking at this team.
Basman's Grub. And every single player has leap except the thrower. So they're all just blodge leap.
You're all war dancers, my friend.
They are all war dancers. You've got war dancers and then lineman war dancers. Yeah, so if 2 war dancers equals good, 10 war dancers is great, right? Brilliant? Sure.
Yeah, sure about that, sure. Plus, you got the he's here for the reroll. The adequately named reroll leader for her.
Yeah, here for the reroll. I like that. We've got a cheerleader as well, just in case we get any more, and 2 team rerolls. Elf turf, because they're probably going to fall over a lot, this lot. But yeah, 10 war dancers.
Oh, yeah.
What's not to
It's
love?
like if you're... Well, look, if you're a Kislev fan, this is what you want to play as, right?
Yeah.
So you sit your 3+ leaps.
That's going to be quite a thing. It's interesting that obviously both the war dancers are rookies because we needed all of the TV to make all the other war dancers.
Yep. Just roll powers, man. That's all you need to do. I mean, well, it's going to be so hard. I mean, if it works right, you make it your 3+, that's going to be a really hard team to play around.
It is, yeah.
You can't screw up against that. I mean, they got all the bloods they need as well to save rerolls.
That's a really interesting team. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
I hope it works. I really do.
The third to last team, because we've got a special one at the end, the Rockstar Retirement Home, is a Romasin's Elven Union team. And it's all Rockstars. Ozzy Osbourne / Ringo Starr, Axl Rose, Keith Richards, Mick Jagger, and then some other ones as well. But the most important ones are at the top, of course, because they've got all the skills, and we've got a thrower with sure hands, leader, and dump off. All the catchers, 3 catchers, and they're all blodge. The 2 blitzers, Keith Richards and Mick Jagger, are blodge. And
Very
Mike
solid
T. Below, yeah, very solid team. Then got 2 guard linemen in Iggy Pop and Gene Simmons. 2 tacklers in Johnny Rotten and Alice Cooper, and Eddie Van Halen is a kicker. And Sting is a rookie amongst this lot.
Tough crowd. Yeah, no enhancement, but I've got a good authority he's going to keep on soon.
Yeah, that should be an okay team as well. There's just lots of blodge, there's a couple of mighty blow, the guard's really useful. I can see this challenging.
He's got all the tools. Well, he's got all the tools. The only thing I see him really lacking is probably a dedicated sacker. But again, he's probably got enough pieces to give himself an opportunity at the ball, at least.
Yeah, I mean, there's no leaper in there to break a screen, is there? So it's just about removals. But I'm sure this team will probably do... At very worst, I'd say upper, top, or sort of lower part of the top half. Across the 6 games for the Rockstar Retirement Home. And then we've got Unseen Academicals. Mirascardu is bringing High Elves. And we have an Agi 5 throw with strong arm and accurate. So that's a lot of his points going into that thrower.
It's a really good throw, though. I mean, that's a 2+, pretty much wherever he is.
He's planning to launch this thing around the field. He's got 2 dive and catch catches down there with blodge. He's also got 2 blodge leap catches, essentially war dancers with catch. Yep. And then the blitzers are blodge tackle, and one of them is mighty blow. And then 4 rookies, 2 team rerolls, 1 cheerleader, 1 fan factor, 1 coach assistant, and 1 elf turf for Mirascardu, rounding out 33 of the 34 teams. The final team that I need to look for, and I'll need to do a little search for it.
If you just look at my copies on the last page, Age of Myth.
It's called Age of Myth. And Myth is appropriate, really, because this team is the very definition of illegal.
Slightly over its point allowance.
So remember the rules. You're allowed 4 points. So a double is a point, and a strength is 2 points, and all that jazz we said before. That's too many. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doubles, a movement, and an agi up there. That's too many. We need less than that. So this team it's a very good team. Yeah, that's why it's horribly illegal. So we're going to have to bin that, aren't we, Viking Cop, and start again. But we'll see what he comes up with. Obviously, he won't make the preview because he's done it wrong. But that wraps up the 34 coach entrance, at least, into Season 2 of the XScessively Elfly Open League, whatever you want to call it. You going to pick a winner?
Myself? Let's have a look. The teams, I mean, it's hard to get past the reigning champion, isn't it? I mean, it'd be poor form, I guess, but... there's a lot of good teams in here.
I think Squiggy will be right up there. I think Zizetta will probably run him close again. But I'm also interested to see how coaches like Cornite do. and Dare Cannon, who's a bit more of a bashy coach, as well as Cunning Fox Pup. And there was a couple of other good teams amongst the ones who haven't accepted their tickets as well. Haruma Majere should go well, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the 10 War Dancer build.
Oh god, yeah. If who was that? That is Basman Grob. If that can come off, it's gonna be a really fun team to watch him play.
You got a particular favourite silly team? Which silly team do you think will do best?
If you call us the team, would you believe either Geba is the pro team, the all pro team, or the Core Knights mass? I don't know, was it Core Knights? You heard the mass frenzy? It was I think it's Core Master with the mass frenzy. That's gonna be a fun team to watch. This more that it's gonna be two parts: seeing how much he can remove and kill, and how much trouble he's gonna get himself into with the sides that plenty around. Because you suspect there's a lot of blood tip in this league, and there's gonna be a lot of times blood tip's gonna ruin his day.
Yeah, it's that's certainly the case, isn't it? I mean, we'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to the season. It was really good fun last time, and there's a lot of new blood as well. Some returning coaches bringing different teams, both of us included, of course. But yeah, it kicks off this Thursday, is it?
Yeah, well, kickoffs will be if the finalization, everything pulled up on the Wednesday night, so Wednesday night, Tuesday morning, I guess you would call it that. And it should be ready to kick off on Thursday morning. It will be what? We'll call it kickoff at Thursday midnight, UCT, which is for me 8 in the morning. It's fantastic.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's a dream. Barring any any late dropouts or any teams that need to be fixed up. These, yeah, no, this should be good. Looking forward to it. I know on my end I'm going to be trying to now go my PC and net so that I can try and stream a couple of these games wherever I can, get some more coverage sorted for it, and at least try showcase this, man. It's going to be a fantastic season.
Remember the golden rule, folks. Don't stall in Elf League.
Don't stall, man.
XS Lascaris, whatever you go by these days. Thank you very much for joining me for that preview.
My pleasure, good sir. Thank you for having me on.
An absolute pleasure, and of course it was you who came up with the idea, and I think a lot of people have really got into this tournament. So we'll get it started very soon. Best of luck to everyone taking part, and we'll wrap up the preview there. Cheers.